Hey guys, DJ Jack back with you here real quick with another video. And in this video, I'm going to go slow here. We're going to be talking about a review of Christmas Story Christmas, the official sequel to the 1983 Christmas Story, which this year would have been 40 years. Christmas Story turned 40 back on November 18th. And it's officially now been 40 years of Christmas Story. And last year they made the official sequel with the original people. The original Ralphie came back as adult Ralphie. And we're going to talk about that movie here. So let's begin. And this is a spoiler review, so people that haven't seen it, you might want to watch it before you listen. So the movie starts off where Ralphie has these two kids and his wife. He wants to be a publisher as a story like article writer, basically, and he uses a typewriter because this one, I don't know where this one takes place. I think this one takes place like in the 70s, but it could have taken place later in the like 60s or something. I'm not sure though, where exactly in how long in the timeline, but Ralphie is adult, and he's not. His old man sadly passed away because his mom called him on the phone and told him that his dad died. His old man from the original died in the movie. So fortunately, yeah, that's a spoiler review if you haven't seen the movie. And they drive back to Chicago to the original house from the first Christmas Story, and they celebrate Christmas together. Well, it's the first Christmas without Ralphie's old man and just his mom this time, but they ended up like doing stuff like decorating the house. They end up doing stuff with the kids and stuff, and then the kids end up going outside and just building a snowman, and now the kids have bullies. Like the original had bullies, the bullies. Those bullies are now adults from the original, but this one, their kids or something are now being bullies to Ralphie's kids. So it's another generation in following. It's really interesting. Everything is basically interesting about this and followed back from the originals. A lot of things inside. The mom likes to make a really good casserole in the movie. And everyone really likes it and stuff. Ralphie ends up going to meet some of his old friends, especially the ones from the original movie. His buddy Flick, the one that got his tongue stuck to the flagpole in the original movie. This one, basically, now that he's an adult, they're adults now too. Ralphie meets up with them and Flick owns a bar, his own bar, and they get to talk a little bit, catch up. They get really excited to see Ralphie as adult and everything. And later on, Ralphie, his friends, basically Flick and the other kids from the original, end up trying to decide, they don't end up deciding, but they actually say something like bet the other friend, I forget his name, who was the other one in the movie, that was friends with Ralphie and Flick in the original, but he's adult now too. I forget his name, but they triple dog dare him to sled down the hill up on the mountain, and that is basically the new flagpole thing. So in this movie, where the other person from the original movie, the other friend, he ends up riding the big hill, and that is basically the triple dog dare you thing in this one. So basically, in the first one, it was stucking the tongue to the flagpole, and the original, and this one is now where they want to ride the sleigh down the big hill, down the big slide. It's really interesting. And they're adults, and like they're too big for going sledding, but they bet him to do it. So it's interesting. It's really interesting. And eventually Ralphie finds the best story to write about because he's upset because he can't he's not having very much luck to write his book or thing. And he writes about his dad, and it becomes an excess at the end, and everybody starts to visit Ralphie's house, his old house, basically, his mom's house now, the one in Chicago, but really, really cool. Also, Indiana. Besides that, that's mostly all, but I did want to mention one thing. They end up breaking a star, and they need a new star for the tree, so Ralphie goes in, takes his friend Flick's star from the bar, and takes it back to his house, but the bully from the original one finds him Ralphie breaking in, and he has to take him. But he doesn't take him to jail, he takes him home, and said, and now he's really kind. He's worried about Ralphie sometimes, why they're in the police car and stuff. It's a really cool story. If you haven't seen this one, definitely watch the sequel, the official sequel to Christmas Story. It's called A Christmas Story Christmas. Besides that, I'm DJ Jack. I'm gonna run out of time here, so hit that subscribe button. We will talk real soon. That's my spoiler review. Laters.